How's it going today, everybody? Eddie Kernan for Rexylab. Welcome to the Guitarmery. Well, I'm about to catch a plane here in less than 24 hours and kind of catching up with stuff, but you know what? To help out my buddy that's going to give me a trip to the airport, I'm going to take a look at a couple things right now, starting with this old school Arbor bass. All right, man. So, yeah, tell me a little bit about this bass, Bobby.
Well, it only was made in 87 through 89, and whenever it basically was my first bass that I ever owned, and I was stupid enough in 1990 to get rid of it for another bass. 32 years later, I find one on Guitar Center for an absolutely steal of a price.
Yeah, so to be very clear, though, this is not your actual bass from back in the day.
This is a second one that I found. If it would have been, I would have had a nice little chip right here at the top. That it is what it is, with a copy of the shallow bridge, a P pickup with a volume and tone. It's nostalgic. It's probably plywood body. It's, you know, copy of some stuff. We're just checking out to see what really needs to happen, if anything else, especially since the music stores have a great exchange policy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this right here, this is like straight up a copy of a shallow bridge because you know, I deal with it with the real ones all the time, and this is it looks close, but it's not quite right. They're stealing a great design. More than likely, it's made out of some fairly inferior metal, but it's not like a vibrato system or anything, so it's not that big of a deal. Plywood body, absolutely. Who knows what this neck is? So, and those look like. These look like Shaler knockoff tuners, too. So, what are your concerns?
Well, first of all, up here seems to be a little extra glue.
Okay.
With the fender. I want to make sure the truss rod is working.
Make sure the truss rod's working. This right here, that
trips me out.
That's interesting.
He told me about it whenever I called about it on the phone. I knew it was there, but I know that you can sit there and handle most things.
Let me see here. So the thing that I would be worried about...
It's under tension. It's tuned to a pitch right now.
Yeah, the thing I would be worried about is if this were separating. It doesn't look like it is. Let me see. No. No, it's not. This is more than likely a finish crack that is where the fretboard is glued to the neck. But it feels okay. The thing with something like this, and I'm willing to bet this is what they did, because it looks like somebody tried to dip some super glue right there. And more than likely what they were trying to do is fill this in, and then they were going to level it to try to keep the crack from running even further. That common thing to do, but obviously whoever tried to do it probably watched a YouTube video and went, I got this, and then they didn't got this. Now, as far as whether the truss rod works or not, here's the funny thing about these headstocks that are shaped like this. They sure look cool, but they're horrible as far as being efficient. Let me see, what do we got here? Probably an Allen wrench of some sort. Well, this is a red flag. It looks like if that is an Allen wrench,
it got chewed up.
Either it's chewed up or it's full of crud. I was hoping that maybe for whatever reason that cover might have been a dummy and the real adjustment was here. Every now and then that happens. It's so goofy. I don't know why some people do it, but they do. If it's anything, it's going to be this. What we'll do is loosen these two strings up so that they're completely out of the equation, and see if I can't get a little bite in here. I can get a little bite in here. It ain't much. All right, so I'm going to loosen this all the way up so that there's no tension on the neck whatsoever. And then we will see if we can't pull this all the way out. The good news is that if I can get this all the way off, then there's a chance that we just put another one on and it's no big deal. That is, if this isn't some weird, bizarre size. Hey, what do you know?
It came out.
But did it? Okay, let me grab some of these things right here and see if we can't work this out. There we go. Show them how chewed up it is, right? Let's take a look and see if I happen to have a...
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Can you believe I got that out?
Oh, look, they painted it with the truss rod in there right there.
They surely did.
Look.
What, nothing but quality for Arbor. I'm looking for a truss rod nut.
Yeah.
You know what? Why don't you grab both of those hammered necks?
That's funny. That's good stuff right here.
Man, wouldn't it be something? Here's the thing, is that this one right here is one size smaller, but if the threads are the same, and if it will bear against the thing,
That's all that matters.
that's enough. You know what, that Squire base neck is over there too. Why don't you grab that? Oh, that one's in beautiful shape. And I'm willing to bet you it's going to fit like a glove.
And I do remember why I got rid of it, my first one. Because I could not find a case for this thing.
Well, I would be amazed if anybody bought a case for one of these. If you had case money, you probably had Array Pro money. This thing right here is beautiful. Let's see if the thread pattern matches up. Of course it doesn't. All right, so we're back to trying to dig one of these out.
I saw it.
We just might be in business, sir.
Oh, because I want to play Def Leppard fooling on this thing.
Is that what you want to do?
Not only that, but if you go look at we do Heart also. What About Love and Alone?
Yeah.
And one of those videos, there is, what is that thing he has?
I don't know. Def Leppard, it's a hammer.
Def Leppard's definitely a hammer. It was an Array Pro, the ZZB in yellow and black tiger stripe on What About Love, I think it is.
And now it chills me to the bone. Hey, guess what?
Truss Rod Lottery winner.
Problem one solved. I want to get a little bit of extra tension on it, and if I put a back bow in it, all the better, because when we string it up to tension, then I'll just relieve the back bow, and I'm not expecting the truss rod to do all the work.
Find out what gauge those are. I know they're small for me.
Yep.
45, yeah. 45, 65, 85, 100.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, I'm just gonna mention this. You put heavy strings on these things that are not built to take a beating, and you're playing with fire.
I know.
But I mean, if you have to play fooling with 50 to 105s,
You see the bushing right here? No bushing, bushing, no bushing. And I'm like going, dude, you'd be all lined up.
that's Korean quality from the 80s. Let's just tune her on up. What do you do? A440 or A flat 440?
These are standards A. Standard A. 440.
Let's see just how cattywampus this thing is. Let's see, you said it was 34?
Mm-hmm.
It is not 34.
What do you mean?
Not 34. It's not... Yeah, no. It's... Yeah, you can see right there, man. That's 34-inch scale length, and it is not. Yeah, let's figure out just what it is. You know what this is?
Huh.
Rickenbacker scale length, which you hate.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What is it then?
It's like 33 and something weird. The neck profile is different, you know, but
this is like more Fenderish kind of bass, but
yes. So let's see here.
so they sat there and they went off of the specs and they just took specs off of different people so they couldn't.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they were fairly haphazard about how they did things at Arbor. Play a little and tell me if that relief feels good or if you want it to be a little straighter. Do you like the action?
Yeah, just so far.
It's good.
Okay.
Like it?
Yeah, a lot better than what it was earlier. Check the output of that pickup. Double check me on that also.
What output do you like?
There's the quarter pounds. I want to say they're 12 something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We had that all on a board at one time.
Is that one down? Is that
Yep.
it?
Oh my God.
What is it? It's 11.5, and we're at 10.22. We're talking about like a very minimal amount of difference. But output is just one thing, you know. I mean, I know you like the quarter pounds, which have those huge Alnico 5 pull pieces. Who knows what these are?
No.
It's not a huge difference as far as the output goes, and it might even be the kind of thing where you just raise the pickup a little bit closer to the strings. Anything else?
On this one, I think we're good. We're going to go with this. So it's got a clean bill of health so far, and it just needed a truss rod nut.
Which, you know what? Here's what we're going to do for that. Since I pulled it out of a thing and you helped me out with, like, here, there, rides to the airport, squishy guitar project, things like that, we're just going to call this a gimme.
It pays to be nice.
Remember that, kids.
Yeah.